Here they get here at soaringhammer.com, mandalorinworks.com, filefirst.com, all the other .coms, the replica prop form, so on and so forth. You get the point. Here we go. We got the we're doing the Dropship Trooper, and his gauntlets and his shins, and I'll show you imagery, are very, very blah, very simple. The shins, being this one and this one, are just flat pieces, and they have leather strapping on the back side, hence the cuts right here. I'll use leather belts with buckles. But that's a shin, and that's a shin. That's it. The gauntlets are very blah as well. They're another half shell. That's the left gauntlet. Very blah. The difference between the shin and the gauntlets are I used a rounder piece for the gauntlets and a smaller piece at the bottom here versus wider up top. So very simple. The only, and I kept this one white because I just finished it up, is I had to cut out some of these little pieces. This is all PVC pipe. This is the cell core PVC pipe, and it was a 3-inch PVC pipe as well. So I had made 4 of these, but only 3 to create these details right here on the right gauntlet. That's the only difference between the right gauntlet and left gauntlet. This one's got these small details on it, but it is PVC pipe, as you can see. All of them. No foam work for this. This is Mandalorian Merc, so no foam. It's got to be PVC pipe. But anyway, about the primer, this one here, I already primered insides and outsides, and gonna get ready for the paint job later on tonight. But that's the shins and gauntlets, and I'll show you more with the chest plate, backpack, and all that good jazz later on. So see you soon. Okay, so we're continuing on with the Dropship armor. I ordered gloves, boots, and a leather motorcycle suit. So the helmet's already been done. I have to black T-visor this, and then it's into some other components for this kit. Somebody's tracking how I'm doing this. I'm taking a Star Wars chest plate for the standard base chest plate, and I'm going to cut this portion off on both sides to come straight down, and then I have the templates for the armor that's going to get mounted to the chest and to the abs. And once that's done, I'll cut those out and mount those to this and paint and do Mando work and all that stuff to make this look like the proper chest plate. I have a backpack here where the hose is going to go into. I have to modify the jetpack for that to happen. Underneath, and that's going to get mounted to actually one of these. That's a Gatling gun backpack, but that's a military style frame. That jetpack will get mounted to the backpack frame, because that's pretty much how it's mounted in some of the images I'm looking at. I got a frame with suspenders that go over the shoulders, so going to use that same method. We're going to, for the sheer principalities of it all, we will use a standard Mando backpack or back plate. These are the knees that we've created. The standard knees right there, shins, leather straps go through, and then the gauntlets, the right and then the left. Although it's left and right, but that's reverse in imagery. So leather strapping for all of those. Nothing on the knees. Back. Let's see. We have a few of these pouches. I'm waiting for this primer to dry on one side. 2 smaller pouches will go along the back middle, and then this one will go to the front right. Let me see, so we can show you all what I'm talking about. I might know a little bit about what I'm talking about. There is the knees, which will be these. Okay, slight differences, but you know, I'm okay with that. Then it's the little tiny shins with leather straps. You see leather straps here and here. So there's a standard little shins. There's the right gauntlet with the little details on it, which is that one right there. And then the left gauntlet is just blah, nothing on it at all. And they're only half wrap, as you can see. They're half wrap with 2 leather straps coming around. Alright, so that's being done. I have the hand plates to make yet. All this boot armor here I have to make yet, but I'm getting into that. We're casting thighs right now to modify the helmet. So there's that plain gauntlet again, and it's got a tiny little back plate. We're gonna use a standard back plate. It's gonna have the backpack on it anyway. These two pouches back here are what I'm referring to, and that one right there. So we got a good back shot imagery here. Here we go. Two pouches right here, and they're two of the same. So that would be these right here, and then that one right there would be the one up front, which is those two back ones again. There's that other one on the front. All right, so it's coming along. I have the base for both the shoulders already created, and I got to create all the details for it and start adding those. You can see suspenders for the jetpack. All right, so that's how that looks. Well, we'll see you soon. Actually, hold on 1 minute. I'm going to show this part here. These pieces up here that come up and over, they're almost like similar to the Star Wars style. So we have these. I have to round off these edges so it's rounded on both sides, and that will create that piece up there, which is going to connect the back to the front. Now if it drops down too far, then I won't use these plastic ones. Now get into these, which are the same ones, but they're a rubber material. So we'll have to, I don't know how I'm going to paint those because paint doesn't stick too well to that. Alright, well, onward. Okay, so we have side pouch, two back pouches, front left side pouch, shins, gauntlets, knees. These are the shoulders. Now these here are modified slightly compared to the actual. You see the actual right there. Alright, a couple things are different. One, this piece goes up a lot higher, probably out to about here, but I wanted to match up to the top of that. And two, when I did this detail here, I accidentally, it should be turned. So, whatever. Okay, so they've got my own detail to them. These are the actual shoulders, and I'll mount onto the armor this way. So they're kind of heavy, but they'll be actually bolted or struggle screwed onto the leather jacket. Anywho, let's see. And hand plates. Hand plates are just primered right now, and that's the inside of them. And then the outside would be like that, and then standard style hand plates. They're actually pretty cool. They extend past the knuckles pretty well, give it a nice punch point. It's pretty neat. So I'll flip those soon once these dry. I'll primer those. I'm going to primer inside of this. And then all the armor I have so far is being primered. Okay, so we're slowly getting somewhere here. As you can see, the back plate, the chest plate. We finally finished that up. I got a primer, a spot of primer came off up there, but chest plate is done, back plate. These are, where is my book at? The Almighty Journal. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so the Almighty Journal. I'll show you what those pieces up there is. 4 of them. They are PVC made to templates, and then heat gunned them, then flattened them out. And I'll show you what they are here in a second. There we go. It is these pieces right here on the boot. On the boot. What's this a boot? So once I make sure they're the right size for the boots, then I will Dremel in that line detail that goes around there. And I also have that part of the armor for the boot done here as well, which are these pieces right here. So they are done. This is the top of the boot, and then those are the sides of the boots. Hand plates, shoulders, gauntlets, pouches for belts, knees, chest, back, shins. Only thing left to do is I ordered the Okay, I'm getting pretty stoked because I actually have all my holes drilled for Chicago screws, and everything has the first layer of paint after the primer stage. I invested in one of these. It's kind of crazy because this is a drill holder from Lowe's, but it works perfect for my pistol, which is going to be used for my Dropship trooper. I got to put some clear coat on this and do some things to it, nasty things to it. No, but everything's got the burgundy on it now, and drilled boot covers. These are the back pouches. I have the Chicago screws in the back of it. It's pretty simple. Drill the holes, put Chicago screw in, put more plastic in over top. So all of those are done. They'll be ready to mount to the belt once the belt comes in. The knees have the strap and the Chicago screw in the back, ready to go. Those are for the boots. Hand plates for the gloves when the gloves come in. The cod, I talked to Phelan today. Even though my character does not have a cod, part of CRL, and you have a cod, so modified a cod a little bit, and voila, this is what we have. So cod is a success. These are the shoulders here. I drilled my 2 holes here, 2 holes here, and this the shoulders are pretty much ready to go. I have to blacken everything, of course, so it comes out a darker color like that, and then the weathering and all the good effects to it. The shins and the gauntlets up here are done, and I'm really pleased with this. This is the chest plate / backpack. Let's see. I'm trying here. Forgive me. But this is the standard backpack to it, and then use these straps here, which come down to the top, and then the chest. And I still, like I said, have all the weathering to do, blackening method, all that stuff needs to be done to it yet. But what's amazing is how it fits. It's very lightweight, no padding needed, and it will just literally sits in place. It's amazing how well it fits. So last but not least, I wait for my thighs to come in, because once again there's a jetpack down there. So I have the weapon, one of the weapons anyway, and everything's going into the next stage. I'll leave it dry overnight, and then tomorrow I will go outside, if it's not raining anyway, and I will start. Actually, I need to look and see what's painted black and what's painted gray, because there's a black and a gray on here. So I'm going to do the black and gray on the stuff that needs to be black and grayed, start hitting up with a blackening method, then a weathering method, and all this armor will be done. Probably after that I can mount those to the boots, and those to the boots. My boots actually came in. These are the boots I'll be utilizing for said Mandalorian. I really like the style of these boots. They kind of remind me of a Boba Fett or a Jango Fett, or yeah, Boba Fett style boot. It's kind of crazy. But zipper on the side. Let's see. These will sit right here, and then these get mounted to the sides like so. Okay, and that's armor, and it gets mounted to both sides, so the boots will actually have armor on them. Alright, well, hopefully we'll get more stuff in the next couple days, and update probably tomorrow.